Hey everybody, welcome to Snow Talk. Way3 News meteorologist Brian Good here, alongside one of our friends here with the weather team. This is Justin Hobbs. Justin, good to see you again.
Thanks for having me.
Tell everybody where you're from and where you're going to school right now.
I'm from Breckenridge County, and I'm currently going to school at Western Kentucky University.
Good choice, good choice. It's my favorite place. And you're majoring in meteorology.
Yes. I have a major in meteorology with a minor in broadcasting and GIS.
And you've already been in front of the green screen down there, right?
Yes, I have.
It's not that scary, right?
A little bit, not too bad.
It's like playing Harry Potter a little bit on that side.
Like that.
Well, good to see you again. Justin's a sharp guy. He pays close attention to the weather. You'll see his tweets every now and then that we'll retweet and make weather events that take place. So Justin's going to sit beside me here as we go through all the data. Him and I just went through all the models. It took us, an hour? About an hour to go through all that. And you said big snowstorm's coming, right?
Oh, yeah. Totally.
He's kidding. Everybody calm down. Everyone's going to panic now. All right. As we always do, we start off the latest look at severe weather. And right now, no outlook's really showing up in the next few days to threaten us. Severe weather is just not really likely with the setup right now. What we do have, though, and this was nice to see, the nice clearing. We had that fog around this morning. Visibility was horrible. Now look at that. Just like clockwork, it cleared out. And temperatures are responding nicely to that as well. We're 59 here in Louisville, 57 in Shelbyville. We'll easily hit, I would say, about 62, 63. If we can hold on enough sunshine, we may get close to 65. But either way, a nice afternoon. So soak it up. I know those of you down to the south here, Campbellsville, Munfordville, and Columbia, you're like, hey, wait a minute, what about us? You're stuck in the clouds. It's coming, but you're going to get sun a little later, so you will not be as warm as the rest of us. All eyes, though, are down here to the south. This is our next system, area of low pressure in the Gulf of Mexico, and it's heading straight north as we head through the next 24 hours. Now, one thing that Justin and I were noticing is a lot of the data on the models, and let me zoom this in so you can see a little closer, was taking the heaviest rain, at least the majority of them were, over the area as we went into Friday and Saturday, but arcing it more to the north and east. This would be the main heavy rain path that would then take place, leaving Kentucky, or especially Louisville, right on the edge, and some areas really get shafted from the heavier rain. That could be a good thing, actually, considering this is the area that got hardest hit with heavy rainfall yesterday. So we'll see how that plays out. Some of the models, though, do not have that much of an arc. They kind of bring it all over the entire area Friday into Saturday. The reason is high pressure here to our east, and we have another low that's diving in here across the Great Lakes and the upper Midwest. And the low pressure moving on the Gulf, it's got moisture with it, but it's trying to squeeze and trying to find somewhere to go. It's trying to find a road to take to funnel in that heavier rain band. So this will all come down to the placement of the high and that energy to the north. And, if these are off track, either one of them, then that rain path, heavy rain path, will be adjusted as such. But keep in mind, this could still wobble somewhat Friday and Saturday. Whoever gets under that band, though, has an easy shot at 1 to 3 inches, so keep that in mind. But overall, it's close enough to us that we're going to be on alert here for some heavier rainfall. Let me show you a couple of the short-range models. This is going to be the RPM that we have, our Futurecast. We have a chance for some fog that will develop later on tonight. Tomorrow, we'll climb into the 60s, it looks like, with clouds increasing. I would say about this time tomorrow, we'll have a canopy of thin clouds, probably cirrus, so filtered sunshine, and then eventually just overcast. And then the rain looks like it's going to hold off until after sunset on a lot of the data here, but as we into Friday morning's commute, all day Friday, that heavy rain all day, it'll come in periods or waves, just like we saw yesterday. Waves of rainfall will pass through, but I have to stress, as we were just mentioning, that if the arc is a little more dramatic with this heavier rainfall, then the heaviest of rain may get stuck in this area only throughout Friday, and may allow for some either light drizzle, if not all dry conditions across Kentucky. But that's a big if right now. As you can see here on Futurecast, it's going with the heavier band right over us. And then as we head into Saturday, it tries to clear us out by midday, which would be nice to see that.
Very nice.
Because we got the St. Patrick's Day Parade. In the Highlands, we've got Prince coming, 4 concerts. Can you believe that? You know who Prince is, right?
I do.
Okay, just making sure. I know I'm an old man, but I'll just make sure. And then we got Maroon 5 coming. You know Maroon 5.
Oh,
yeah.
Sure.
Don G's all excited about Adam Levine. She can't sleep right now. All right. Now, here is the NAM model, and it's jumping up ahead here a little bit into Thursday. But you'll see what I'm talking about. It begins the rainfall into early on Friday. It, too, kind of concentrates it mostly over us, but you can see this model is not good at picking out the details as the last model was. So it's kind of generally painting green, but this very well could be dry, and this very well could be a heavier band over Indiana. So it's trying to lean toward Indiana getting the brunt of this heavy rain versus Kentucky. Now, I think that's probably more likely to happen. And when you look at the first model, the RPM, this is a general idea of rain totals. You can see that overall everybody has a chance at least a good solid inch of rain, but where we're going to see the bands repeat themselves, that's where you're going to get your 2.6 totals that could show up, or 205, and even 216 down in E-Town. But that very well could happen even in Indiana. And overall, 1 to 3 is possible in that heavier rain band. We just got to figure out the path of that. So just a heads up, Friday into Saturday, early Saturday, appears to be our main concern here for rainfall. Could this rain get delayed into Saturday night, early Sunday? Yes. I wouldn't rule that out completely. But at least right now, we have enough data to have some hope here. We're going to dry out Saturday afternoon. But I will throw caution to the wind that this system doesn't have a lot of steering mechanisms around it, really, as far as speed goes. So it could lag somewhat getting out of here. Now, this will obviously affect the Ohio. New forecast just came in because of this rainfall idea. It's at 25.2, so it is still above flood stage at the upper gauge. Now forecast to rise at 26.9 on Monday, which is even higher than what it hit yesterday. Again, significant flooding will last all weekend long downtown into early next week. The McAlpin Lockett Dam, the lower gauge, same scenario. It's going to go to 58.3. That will likely impact the casino still and Highway 111 Indiana. So heads up there if you have plans to go to the casino this weekend, early next week. Heading west there could impact. Utica could be impacted too with some flooding, even more dramatic than you've seen. And then, of course, River Road in downtown is going to be a mess. And look at long range. We're looking at this too. It still looks like a cold snap will arrive here later next week into the first few days of spring. Love that. Makes sense to me. But I don't see anything when it says snow. I don't see anything. We can't really predict that this far anyway. But we do see the idea that it's going to be much colder than normal as we approach the end of the month here. And just how cold is yet to be determined, but winter by far is not done. All right. Justin, anything else you want to say?
Nothing else.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Maddie.
Hey.
All right. Thanks, Justin. Appreciate it. And we'll have much more today beginning on Way Through News at 5 o'clock. We'll see you then.